regular council meeting, council chambers, April 18th through 12th. There is no public hearing. Any additions to the agenda?
I have nothing, Your Worship.
I have nothing, Your Worship.
Councilor,
I have nothing, Your Worship. I have nothing, Your Worship. Nothing for me, Your Worship.
Nothing, Your Worship.
thank you. Move to adopt the agenda.
So moved.
All in favor? Carried. Previous minutes? 4-1.
Your Worship, I would move that we adopt the April 4th, 2012 administration meeting minutes as presented.
You all have the motion, all in favor? Carried. 4-2, adoption of the April 4th regular council meeting.
Your Worship, I move the council adopt the April 4th, 2012 regular council meeting minutes as presented.
Moved by Councilor Arnold, and all in favor? Carried. We have delegation, Mrs. Marilyn Ekalansky. Come forward, please. This is to do with the recycle yard, is it?
Yes.
Really, I wanted to say to you that these decisions aren't council decisions, this should be administration, but we are gonna allow you 5 minutes. Yeah, we are gonna allow you 5 minutes to speak to the issue, and no decision will be made, but it's for information only, okay?
Okay.
So just 5 minutes.
Okay, we just want to present this to you people on the matter of what's happening over at Recycle.
Has administration got that information?
I don't know.
Yes, Your Worship.
Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything else you'd like, is there something particular that you would like to just say there?
Well, we just wanted to find out what we can do about people staying there all day, eating their lunch there. Like, they should be able to go there, drop the stuff off. If you want to look around, fine. Stay for an hour, and then on your way to your next destination. Not living there all day, and then some people, 2 individuals are going there, and they're telling people what they can take, they can't take. You know, they're being abusive to the elderlies. You can't have abuse to elderly. And we just want to see something done over there.
Okay.
Some kind of ruling that, you can come in here and drop your stuff off. This is how all these people feel. And you can stay for a couple hours and then go on your way.
Do you have a list of points that you'd like to give to administration?
Mm-hmm.
Good, thank you. And we truly believe the recycle yard is very important, so we're in favor of it. Really, that truly is, with all the greatest respect to you, is an administration situation to handle, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Uh, 5-2, citizen on page 17. And whose issue is that?
Mine, Your Worship.
Councilor Ramble. You got the floor.
The citizens of the month for April 2012 are Strathmore Meals on Wheels. Strathmore Meals on Wheels was started in 1978 and in 1981 became a charitable society. Meals were prepared at a local restaurant and volunteers delivered them to the seniors that were in need of them. The Strathmore Hospital kitchen staff have provided the meals since 1985. That's the year that the hospital opened. Approximately 25 volunteer drivers deliver about 10 meals a day from Monday to Friday. In 2011, Strathmore Meals on Wheels delivered 2,497 meals. In 1985, the cost of a meal was $3.50. And thanks to the Strathmore Ladies Legion, the Nevada and the bingo committees for their generous donations and strong support, today the cost of a meal is only $6. I should get on that program. I want to express my gratitude and appreciation to all the kitchen staff, the drivers, the society board members, and the support staff for the many, many hours that you have volunteered so that a lot of these people could age in their own home and remain with family. Some volunteers have been with Meals on Wheels for 30 years or more. And I know you didn't do it for the money. Thank you very much for your dedication. You are true volunteers. I'd like to ask Sheila Clark, a 30-year member, and the present chairperson to come and accept the Citizen of the Month award on behalf of Strathmore Meals on Wheels Society.
I'll bring my 2 aides here.
Yes.
I don't do it alone, I got all the people on the team. Oh, very nice.
On behalf of.
Hey, John, can you guys turn around?
For you and Meals on Wheels, and then we'll turn this way and. Do this for the cameras as well.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Thank you very much. We appreciate being appreciated. And I don't have quite 30 years, so you.
Well.
I can't add without my calculator. All right, thanks a lot.
Congratulations.
Can we have a motion to accept? Can we do that, you can? John?
Yeah.
Is it okay if we take and run?
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks.
Great job.
Okay.
I move that council accept the Strathmore Meals on Wheels as our Citizen of the Month for April 2012.
All hear the motion? Any intense discussion? All in favor? Carried. 6-1, public hearing for May 16th to 12, page 19.
Your worship, I would move that council set a public hearing on May 16th, 2012, commencing at 7:30 p.m.
Y'all heard the motion, all in favor? Carried. 6-2, bylaw number 12-08, Edgefield AG to the CHWY.
I move that council provide first reading bylaw 12-08.
All heard the motion, all in favor? Carried.
I move that council refer bylaw number 12-08 to the public hearing scheduled for May 16th, 2012.
Y'all heard the motion, all in favor? Carried. 6-3, boring bylaw 12, number 12-05, page 27.
Mel?
Welcome, Mel.
Good evening, Your Worship, Council. Council gave first reading for boring bylaw 12-05 on March 21st, 2012. Public notice was given in the Strathmore Times on March 23rd and 30th. No petition for a poll on the borrowing that was received from the public. Council was being requested to give the bylaw second and third reading. In accordance with the MGA, after third reading, the public has an opportunity to challenge the bylaw in Court of Queen's Bench for a period of 30 days.
All heard the recommendation.
I move that we give bylaw 12-05 the second reading.
Y'all heard the motion. Any discussion? None, all in favor? Carried. Looking for third reading.
I move that council give bylaw 12-05 third reading.
Y'all heard the motion. All in favor? Carried. Thank you, Mel.
Thank you.
Number 7-1, Wildflower Reservoir Construction Tender, page 35.
Your worship,
We get 6-4.
I think you missed one.
I did?
6-4.
6-4. All right, I did so. My check mark was in the wrong place. Page 31, bylaw number 12-04, mill rate bylaw. Mel?
Thank you, Your Worship. Now, the mill rate bylaw is made up of two components. The first being the budget for the current 2012 year, and the second being the assessed value of the properties within the town. The 2012 budget called for a 3% increase in municipal tax revenue. The total residential assessment for the town decreased by approximately $7 million, even though 27 new dwelling units with a construction value of $5,400,000 received final inspection during the 2011 year. The new dwelling units then share in the total taxation and form a portion of the total tax revenue. The combined requisitions for education and wheatland housing increased by $265,000, an increase of 5.8% for the 2012 year over the 2011 year. The requisitions for education and wheatland housing form 34.3% of the total property taxation within the town of Strathmore, and the town is obligated to include this form of taxation on the tax billing. The education and wheatland housing requisition increase, along with the municipal increase combined, will result in the average residential owner seeing taxes increase by approximately 4% if the appraised value was to remain constant with last year. A sampling of homes in Strathmore revealed that appraised values for residential units decreased by 2%, which will have the effect of negating a portion of the increase for approximately 90% of the dwelling units in Strathmore. Those are my comments.
Thank you. Any questions of Mel, council? If not, be entertaining a first reading.
I move the council give first reading to bylaw number 12-04.
Y'all heard the motion. All in favor? Carried.
Your worship, I would move that council give second reading to bylaw number 12-04.
Thank you. Just a point of order. Council is allowed to, after every motion, to have a question time on these or no?
Normally you just have it after first or second reading.
That's what I thought. Okay. Just to clarify so that the public knows that, is there any, you heard the motion, any questions of anybody by council? If not, all in favor? Carried. Third reading?
I move that council give unanimous consent for third and final reading to bylaw number 12-04.
You heard the motion, all in favor? Carried. Do you need a motion for us to sign it or no?
No, we need another motion.
I move that council give third and final reading to bylaw number 12-04.
And y'all heard the motion, all in favor? Carried. You don't need a motion for us to sign it. Thank you.
Thank you, Mel.
Thank you, Matt. Now we can move to our water reservoir 7-1, page 35. You got it. Your name.
Back in 2011, the town tendered the engineering design for the Wildflower Reservoir, the potable water reservoir. Design work now complete. We tendered the construction aspect of the project here in 2012. We tendered that between February the 13th and March the 15th was an open tender on the town's website, as well as the Alberta Purchasing Connection website and CleanNet website. At close of tender, we did receive 10 tenders, which were publicly opened and ranging in price from $6.4 million to approximately $9.3 million in total. Associated Engineering, or the town's engineering representatives on the project, as well as the town, performed a due diligence exercise to review the tenders, and basically that was reviewed for the 4 lowest tenders that we received. We requested additional information from these tender providers for the project. Once we reviewed those tenders, it was determined the 2 lowest tenders were compliant with the tender process. They supplied sufficient information and the required information for the tender. The price difference between the lowest tender and the second lowest tender was approximately 0.5%. However, the lowest tender did have an extended construction period that would result and approximately 3 months of project support from our consultant and associated engineering, resulting in an incremental cost to the town on the overall project that offset the relatively small tender difference. Second lowest tender also provided information basically demonstrating significantly more experience in these types of projects. After consulting the town's legal counsel, we've confirmed that the town has the ability to award to the tender of its choice, as all bidders have signed an acknowledgement that the town may not award to the lowest bid, and that this clause was also highlighted in the instruction to bidders as part of the tender process. This was further confirmed in discussions between the town's finance department and the municipal affairs group to manage the MSI grant funding being utilized on this project. As a result, it is recommended that council award the construction contract for the Wildflower potable water reservoir to Grand Infrastructure.
Any questions by council?
Just one, your worship. Through the chair to Jesse, I just wanted to ask and actually make sure, I think the public doesn't know, but we've come in quite a bit under what we thought it would be as far as the cost and the construction cost of this reservoir.
Correct.
Okay. That's good to know.
Pre-construction estimate for construction was approximately $8 million, and the lowest tender that we received was approximately $6.4 million.
That's good news.
In that contract, and I know that there's some value, you're going to be excavating quite a bit of clay. And that's valuable to the town. Where's it going and what's the deal on it?
We're planning to keep the clay for use around, there's road improvements that are required going forward. It could be valuable clay for road improvements as part of the development on the west side of town. We're also working with the developers in the area. Somewhat of a trade-off for topsoil. We're going to need additional topsoil for, it will be a buried reservoir, so it'll be underground. And we're going to landscape it as a green space, so we'll need a significant amount of topsoil to re-establish that ground as a green space on the west side of town. So we're going to work with the developers because there is a significant amount of topsoil on the west side that we've discussed with the developer on the west side adjacent to the reservoir line.
Go ahead.
Just out of curiosity, how far above ground will this be?
Above ground?
Yeah, will it be?
It will be completely buried.
Okay, so that'll take care of any graffiti.
Correct. there will be a pump house. So as part of the reservoir, there's a pump house that goes with it, similar to what Brentwood has. There's that little pump house. This one will be a little bigger because it'll be the main pump house for the town. So there will be a pump house that will be above ground, but it will be in accordance with the architectural controls in the area. And we've recommended some fencing and lighting, not, I guess, opposing to the architectural controls, to make it fit with the neighborhood, given that it is somewhat of a higher end housing area.
Completion date?
The completion date that we've received from Grand Infrastructure is December 31st, 2012. As part of their project.
But if there, and again, back to my original question, that if there is a clay list, but we can sell it maybe if we got too much, or?
Potentially. We do have a lot of infrastructure work that we're going to have to do here over the next little while. This could be valuable to our own.
Oh, okay. So we could start, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. Good job. We need a motion.
Your worship,
No further questions?
Your worship, I move that council award the Wildflower Reservoir and Pump Station construction tender to Graham Infrastructure for an amount not to exceed $6,474,084, excluding GST, and that the mayor and CEO be authorized to sign the contract on behalf of the town.
You all heard the motion. If there's no further discussion or questions, all in favor? Carried. Thank you, Richard.
Thank you very much.
Good job, well done.
Yeah, excellent. Thank you.
No new business, no administration, committee and department reports, questions within council and administration. WCD Day of Mourning, page 37.
Worship, I move that council recognize April 28, 2012 as a day of mourning for all workers who have been killed, injured, or disabled at their place of work, and that the flags of the town office be lowered to half-mast. in recognition of this day.
Thank you. You all heard the motion. All in favor? Carried. National Volunteer Week.
And your worship, I would move that council proclaim April 15th to 21st, 2012 as National Volunteer Week in Strathmore.
You all heard the motion.
A question through the chair to our deputy CEO. It was brought to our attention here a week or two ago that this was coming up, and I believe you had some information that you wanted to share with us on this, as far as recognizing some of the volunteers in the.
Yes, your worship, we are also planning on holding a volunteer appreciation evening for all of our volunteers in Strathmore for town committees, etc. And this event is planned to take place on October 19th of 2012. And we're just in the process of making plans for that event.
Thank you.
Good point. Thank you. You all heard the motion. If there's no further discussion, all in favor? Carried. There's no further issues. Motion for adjournment. All in favor?
No opposed.
We can't adjourn.